Hello everyone. So in this tutorial, I want to talk about material theme in Android. Let's create a new Android Studio project. So just click on this Start a new Android Studio project. And the application name is going to be material theme. And here you can specify the company domain, package name, and project location. So here just click on next. And here you can see that for the minimum SDK, I chose API 25 Android 5.0 Lollipop. Okay, this is going to be the minimum SDK. And here you can see that it says lower API levels target more devices. And it says by targeting API 21 and later, your app will run on approximately 71.3% of the devices that are active on the Google Play Store. So here you can see that the checkbox of the phone and tablet is actually checked. Just click on next. And here choose empty activity, next. So here you can see that the activity name is main activity. Make sure to actually create generate a layout file. The layout name is activity_main, and backwards compatibility app compat is actually checked. So let me just click on previous. So you can see that in Mac, this template is called empty activity. But if you are using a Windows or a Linux machine, this template may be actually called blank activity. Okay. So if you are using Windows or Linux, you can actually choose blank activity. So just click on next and click on finish. So now the project is going to be created. So here at the left hand side, you can see that the Android view is opened inside this project explorer. So if I click on this, actually drop down here, you can see that the Android is checked. This means that we have the Android view opened, right? So now we can see that inside this app folder, we have different folders, and you can see this res folder. Open it and just open this layout folder, and you can see this activity_main.xml. Just double click on it. Let's double click on this tab here in order to make this area wider. You can see that we have this constraint layout inside this componentry here as the parent layout. Let's change it. I'll talk more about constraint layout later. First, I want to actually show you the relative layout. So at the bottom here, you can see these two tabs, the design tab and the text tab. Let's switch to design tab. And here you can see this tag here, constraint layout, right? Let's highlight this tag, android.support.constraint layout. Let's delete this value and just type in here relative layout with capital R, okay? Relative layout. And you can see that the ending tag is actually automatically put here for me by Android Studio, relative layout. So now we have a relative layout as the parent layout of this text view. So on the right sidebar, you can see this preview. If I click on this side preview here, now the hello world is here. Now let's switch back to design tab. And now we have this hello world here. So now let's open the Android view. Here at the top menu, here just click on view, tool windows, and then click on project. And you can see inside this app folder, res folder, we have this values folder. Just open it. Now I am going to create a new style. I'm going to show you how to create your own style and how to change the style of this text view hello world by using our own style. Okay, so first of all, we need to create a new style. Let's right click on this values folder and here new, and click on value resource file. So now we need to specify the file name, and let's give a name to this file. So it is going to be custom_style, and here source set is main, directory name is values. Just click on OK. So now a new XML file is created with this name, custom_style.xml, inside this values folder. So here you can see this XML here, this tag, and we have this resources tag. So let's go inside this resources tag. Let me double click on this tab here in order to make this area wider. So here inside this resources tag, let's create a new tag. So just open a tag here. Let me just create a new line. Let's open a tag and just type in here style, right? Now we need to specify the name of this style. So you can see this window is open. Let me close it. So now the name. So what is going to be the name? The name is going to be custom style. You can actually name it whatever you want, but I'm gonna actually name it in this way, custom style. So let's close this tag by putting the ending tag here, right? And now let's go inside this style tag. Okay, the name is custom style, right? And now let's open another tag, and you can see that it says item, right? So choose item. So what is going to be the item? So again, this window is opened. Let me close it, or at least make it smaller. So the name is going to be layout width. So I'm going to specify. So as you can see, that I am actually creating a new style, right? So first I created a style tag, and inside this style, I need to specify the attributes of my style. So for example, now I need to specify what is going to be the value of the layout width of this style. So the layout width is going to be, so as you can see, I actually opened this tag. Let me close it. Let me just put in a closing tag. So now you can see that the name of this item is layout width, right? So here I just need to specify the value. Here I'm gonna actually say match parent. So you can see that the autocomplete feature of Android Studio is helping me to choose match parent. You can actually just choose, for example, wrap content, right? Wrap content. You can see that here. Or for example, I can put a number, for example, 35 dp, right? So what is dp here? Let me show you the web browser. So here you can see that I opened my web browser and I searched for this value. What is dp in Android? And you look at this keyword here, Stack Overflow. So Stack Overflow is actually a website that answers actually approximately 99% of your programming problems, right? So you can see that we have different links here. Look at this one here, Android converting pixels to DP, formula PX to DP, DP to PX Android. And look at this one, the third link, DP, deep DP and SP on Android. Let's click on this link here. And now this opened a page here for us. So look at this answer here, right? This is actually the accepted answer. So it says PX pixels corresponds to actual pixels on the screen in inches based on the physical size of the screen, millimeters based on the physical size of the screen. So look at this one, DP or deep. Density in the independent pixels, an abstract unit that is based on the physical density of the screen. These units are relative to a 160 dpi screen. So 1 dp is 1 pixel on a 160 dpi screen. The ratio of dp to pixel will change with screen density, but not necessarily in direct proportion. Note, the compiler accepts both deep and DP, though DP is more consistent with SP. So what is SP? I'll talk more about SP later, but for now let's look at this description. It says scale independent pixels. This is like the DP unit, but it is also scaled by the user's font size preference. It is recommended you use this unit when specifying font sizes, so they will be adjusted for both the screen density and user's preference. Right? So this is the answer. Let's go back to Android Studio. So here, as you can see, I actually specified 30 dp as the layout width. So let's change it to match parent. Now let's create another item. So I think that's enough for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we're going to actually continue adding items to this style. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.